Okay, here I am making. This is my third video, and it took me a while to get the third one up because there's a lot of things going on in my life. I work a full-time job, have a small DJ company, and all those type of things. So anyway, I'm back, and we're gonna continue where I left off last time. I'm gonna just say again why I do these videos. I do these videos to talk about my life as an atheist. Um, and right now I'm talking about how I came to be a person who does not have a belief in a supernatural God or higher power, to be a free thinker. What brought me to this point of growth, in my opinion? Um, so I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about um, my conversion, how I became a Christian, and went so deeply into the faith that I consider myself to have been a pretty fundamentalist person. I did things like not listening to secular music, attended church on a regular basis, 2 or 3 times a week, and infused my life with all type of Bible studies. All my friends were Christians; they had to be, and all type of things. So anyway, um, so that's why I'm doing it, and to show that life is okay. You can actually make it as an atheist in America, and as a black atheist. I haven't lost my job um, because I'm an atheist. No one has came up and slapped me or accused me of eating babies. It's funny that the Pope today equated. I think he came pretty close to saying that the atheism caused Nazism today. The Pope is in England, and that was a bit strange. That's like one of the de facto arguments that Christians use, people of faith use to justify or to um, say what a terrible world would be if we all were atheists. That atheists were, what is it? Pol Pot was an atheist. Hitler was an atheist, and the Stalin. They were all atheists, and look what happened to those countries and those people. So anyway, back on to my story. I think I left off last time. I was like I said, I think before I left, I was in Alabama in college, trying to attend the black church, and two things were wrong with that. Me just I was 18, no, I think 18, 19, just deciding to go into Christianity and start reading the Bible and all that type of stuff. Um, Two things were wrong with that. Going to being in Alabama, which was a culture shock. Me being from up here up north, and with my upbringing, which was very liberal. Um, I don't remember my parents ever giving me too many moral guidelines other than a good work ethic, and they gave me a good, um, well, pretty much just a good work ethic. Is pretty much all. I mean, I had no thoughts on sex. I had no problems with homosexuals. I had no problems with um, pretty much anything. We pretty much grew up during doing whatever it is we wanted to do. As long as we worked, I went to work every day, took care of myself, and I paid my bills at the time. We grew up very liberally. It wasn't until, like I said, my parents, I turned 18, and my parent and a church came into the neighborhood that my parents actually went to church, and then that's when all of a sudden morality came into play, and then it was a biblical morality. So anyway, so coming from that, going down south and having to deal with the different culture down there. So anyway, my up here when I was up here, I had I was going out, hanging with different people of different races. That what I my friends were of all races: Philippine, white, black, um, Indian, Sri Lankan. Those were my people. We just everybody partied together and had a good time together. There was race mixing, and then going down there and it's like black white. That's it. you know, And then I, up here, I hung out with people who listen to NPR. We go clubbing, bar scene, and talked about ideas and stuff like that. And I remember down there, it's pretty much talking about church and family. That's pretty much it. I don't remember talking about any new ideas or anything like that. Just church and family. So I think I was going to go to church with. I went to my grandparents' church, and it was the church of the big hats. I call it because of the way the ladies had to wear, or they wore all their big Sunday church hats, and they had the deacon board, and the amen corner, and it was pretty freaking interesting to see all that for the first time in a big setting. And it was, to me, it wasn't it was culture, it was community, it was, I don't, it was just a part of the community to go to church. That was it. It wasn't a matter of trying to be godly or anything like that. I think it was like, that's what business got done. That was what it was all about. And to me, it was just the most boring type of place, because that's all you would do is be going to, young adults and all that type of stuff. I think I went like 2 or 3 times and got with the young adults in the young adults Sunday school class, and I just couldn't click myself into that culture at the time, because I was still pretty much a party dude, and loved to hang out, get drunk and all that type of stuff, and didn't really want to put myself, or didn't find that interesting. Although by the time I got to this point, being from up north, Maryland, I definitely wanted to get out of that life up here, because it was getting dangerous up here. This was like the beginning of, this was like in '88, so it was like pre-crack time for our area, and people started, getting locked up. People started to sell drugs, and it was just getting dangerous. And that's when I started studying the Bible with my parents. And I wanted to get out of the life, or get into a more structured lifestyle back then. But going down there, I couldn't put myself into that country structured lifestyle, because it wasn't about bringing ideas and discussing and talking about things. It was about, family and church, which was just wasn't gonna do it for me at the time. So anyway, I slid back into that whole lifestyle of running around. I had my own apartment down there. I had my own car. I was in my, no parental guidance, no guidance whatsoever. I had cousins and aunts, and it was just a blast that lasted for 2 years and ended pretty tragically and pretty badly. I think, there was some financial issues. I think my parents were paying for it. I think they had some problems in the stock market at the time, and so I had to, in order for me to continue going to college down there, I would have had to take out loans to pay for it myself. And I'm not a big advocate of student loans, so that was it for me. I wasn't gonna stay down there and live in that. I couldn't really. There wasn't really like a corporate environment. Like up here is the government. Down there, I don't know what people do to make a living. They pretty much like our cousins and all. They all drive trucks and beer trucks and work in bars and stuff like that. And I didn't want that lifestyle, so I came back home. And when I came back home, my parents were definitely into the church. By this time, church was everything, and I think I'm running out of time. So came back home, and church was everything, and I think I'm running out of time. But before I end this one, I want to just end it. I came back home, and church was everything. I'll pick up there the next time. I do want to respond to to someone that responded to my first video. It was a Christian guy. Always wants to tell you the thing they always talk about is, you kept your eyes on man. You need to keep your eye on Christ. And then that's always the problem. That's the one thing you always get. Don't come to my church. We'll tell you about Christ. We won't about it. I'm like, okay, Christ isn't on earth anymore. What's on earth is man. So I don't understand why they always say that. There is no spirit or anything. You can read the Bible all you want to, and you're not going to see Christ in it. You're going to see words in the Bible. So anyway, that's and that's how the debate goes. And I pretty much I respond to someone like that like one time, and I see where they're going. And then, I studied the Bible a lot when I was in church, and so I'm sure I kept my eye on Christ and or whatever that is. And you can only deal with people. That's what you deal with. You don't deal with ghosts or whatever that means. Keeping your eye on someone who's dead. Okay, so just want to say, got my tickets to see Sam Harris. Hope you guys are gonna go out there October 12th if you're in DC. He's talking about his new book, The Moral Landscape. Definitely gonna get the book and get it signed. Hopefully, I hope they have it. I think it's on October 12th. So I hope they have the book. I'm gonna show you the signature. Sam Harris. I'm a big Sam Harris fan. Chritinaity, and The End of Faith. Two of my favorite books. And that's it. I'm out. I'll pick up the story next time. Hopefully, it won't be so long if you are watching these. If no one's watching it and it's just for me. Hope I like thinking about these days and what brought me to this point and what happened to actually lead me to Christ, to Christianity. I see that it was crisis that took me to Christianity, and pretty much that problem had. I needed something. Christianity came along. Seemed like a good idea at the time. All right, peace out. Your boy CPJR. See you next time, and keep searching, and you'll find it.